have caught up tactically, they will lap them, and that is what we are seeing in motion now.
This felt like this should be their window, right? I mean, we've already seen them have positive trajectory to kick off the year with the second place finish at the Blast Bounty, the top 5 finish at Katowice. Like you said, Joda has been an upgrade in that position. But then you even look at this particulars of the series, they came into it, players on good form. Xanterra's having a phenomenal tournament, Wakadia, Joda, the two youngsters having a great tournament. It seemed like they were on the right path, and then, yeah, we could maybe take a look at that train to that was a plan that backfired. But when you look at a fact like Nuke, they came in as the favorite on Nuke. They definitely had the better resume. They definitely looked like the better team on it throughout the course of this year. But today, on that stage, just now, they did not look like the better team, not even close. I mean, again, they got bullied that entire second half. Their CDSI was just unheard of. It was not there at all.
And so what's the answer? I mean, is it a case if they need to rework their map pool? Is it where can they go? Because, I'm hearing from Madja when he does the interviews, we have to win tournaments in 2025. We're not going to get a better roster than this. You come into tournaments where it's like, hey, good news. There's no vitality here. There's no spirit. There's no Na'Vi.
Exactly.
It's like you said, these teams, like Astralis and Falcons and now Eternal Fire, you've got to set yourself the W here. And that was a kind of amateurish fizzle at the end.
This is a tone-setting tournament, unfortunately, for Eternal Fire. You're trying to build off of the two tournaments you had leading through this season, and now at the precipice of a tournament where you consider them the favorites at this tournament. I had them in my top tier.
If you'd put a gun to my head, which you often do,
yes,
I would have said, no doubt in my mind, Eternal Fire would win.
Right. Yeah. And so now we see them when the pressure is actually on, when the lights are in their faces, and then it's just too bright for them. And I will say that if you're talking about Eternal Fire and you want to really get down to brass tacks, get into the details, get granular, I just feel like the game planning from Madra sometimes comes across single note. You look at the gun rounds in that T side right there, and it was an okay T side in terms of results. They did like 4 A hits in the first 5 rounds where they had significant guns. Like, they didn't really test outside all too much. When they went ramp, it was kind of obvious after a while because they never took outside control. And so I just feel like they just keep going for these. Like, I've seen so many T sides from Eternal Fire where they do the same thing for the first 3 gun rounds. Like, mix it up. Mix up your
Maybe he picked up
defaults.
Snax's playbook by mistake. Is that possible?
It's possible. It is possible.
These things can happen. I'll get some final thoughts from you, Dust. You can go with either to the victor the spoils and put out some more praise for Falcons, or we can talk about where Eternal Fire are going to fix things. Yeah, the final word is yours.
I do think Eternal Fire is a little bit top-heavy in their map pool. Like, they're very reliant upon Anubis, which are never going to get against this team, and some other teams will ban it out as well. So it is going to be about trying to build the rest of their map pool out, I think. And it's also about, in the case of Dust 2, for example, they had to figure out some positions and kind of change some things up and try to see what is the most optimal setup we can bring to the table with the lineup that we have now. And I think that's something we're starting to explore too. But I think for Falcons, for me, it was always just a matter of time. Like, I know what this roster is. I know what these players are capable of. I know what roles they play. It all makes sense. It's just about lining everybody up.
I always believed success for Falcons was a matter of time. It was never about this roster. It was about the giant amount of money backing them so they could literally buy every player in the scene and use every iteration. But, like, if they do win tournaments with this lineup, it's going to certainly shut me up.
This is the foundation now, though.
Yeah.
I think this is the foundation that you build from. I think that this is a really a blessing in disguise. Yeah, they wanted Muncie. Yeah, they wanted Jimmy. We talk about all these things, and those have been great players to have, but I think it's so hard to build a team from scratch and be successful. Like, almost every team we think of that has gone on to do great things had some kind of core, some kind of, platform to build off of. And I think that the Falcons have found their platform. Now it's just about kind of, working things through.
All right, well, we'll see if we can do it as the tournament continues. For now, a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the last quarterfinal of the day. FaZe will be taking on Saw. We'll see you soon.
She said she loves you.
But she can't love me.
But I love you.
I won't play window anymore.
What's going on?
Play your role. 1xBet.
think the first real time I played CS was probably Italy.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, I played against bots running through the tunnel when you're still in T-spawn.
Yeah.
They had no chance because I killed the hostages and then I just waited for them to come.
You killed the hostages. Oh yes.
Yeah, that's how I was like 10 years old or something. I can't remember 11. So yeah, that's before I got my PC where I didn't have internet to play on.
Yeah. You're just enjoying the offline mode.
Yeah.
All on your own, and you
So
feel
easy. 20
you feel
bots.
like a god, right?
Yeah, 20 bots, no chance. It was so easy.
I mean, when I was too young and going to net cafes with the people who was like same school with me.
Nice.
It was too long time ago. I think maybe I was like 13 or 14, maybe
Okay.
12. Can be even 11, but it's like a random 1.6. Sometimes ice work, sometimes pool
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
sometimes like death run, jailbreak, those kind of like bunch of things. It's like for kid to be like get happiness, you know. And also going to net cafes and playing against each other like 5v5. We were doing that too.
Yeah.
With the school friends in the like same class. We were skipping school and
That's
that's not
Don't skip school.
Don't skip school. But yeah, that times like I have played like I think for 7-8 years Counter Strike, which is like not even professional level.
Just for
It's like
fun, enjoying
for
it.
fun, full amateur.
Yeah.
It's like doing something but don't know exactly what are you doing.
Okay, that I really enjoyed it, but it was like I have an older brother, so
yeah.
he started playing and I was always close to him,
Yeah.
watching him playing. So I was watching him and I was okay. Get out of the house! I want to play. So yeah, I think that's the first memory watching my brother, and yeah, I really like the Counter Strike 1.
Gelecek turnuva 4-5 gün sonra, yani elimizden geleni yapıyoruz gerçekten ekip olarak. Yorgunuz ama o yorgunu karşı çıkmaya çalışıyoruz. Bazen olmuyor. Bugün biraz olmadı. Ama rüyalar devam ediyor. Size seviyorum. Destekleriniz için çok seviyorum. Size çok seviyorum.
Thank you very much, Maja. We'll see you at the next events. This team has been grinding hard. They've been playing so good. I wish them the best of luck going forward. Let's see how they go on future tournaments.